Morning to everyone. In the last lecture, we have started with the full-fledged sum from piecemeal distribution of cash. What does piecemeal distribution of cash means? This is piecemeal is a part of dissolution wherein business is closed down. When the business is closed down, all the assets are sold and out of the realization proceeds, liabilities are paid according to the order of payment. Now we have already done one sum, full sum. Today we will be doing one more sum, and this, when we read this sum, you will come to know that we have already calculated the excess capital statement for this sum in the previous lecture. So what I will do, when I will share the recording of this particular sum, I will also share the link of that sum wherein the excess capital statement have been done for this sum. So let us continue with this sum. Anil, Sunil and Ravi were partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 4 is to 2 is to 1. So Anil will be getting 4 share of profit. Sunil will be getting 2 share of profit. Ravi will be getting 1 share of profit. They decided to dissolve the partnership as on 31st March 2017 when their balance sheet was as under. Balance sheet now is given, there is partners capital. Anil has contributed 2 lakhs for 4 share of profit. Sunil has contributed 1,20,000 for 2 share of profit, and Ravi has contributed 40,000 for 1 share of profit. There is 10% loan which is unsecured loan. We have bills payable. Bills payable is outside liability. Creditor is also outside liability, and 10% loan also is outside liability. It is unsecured, means it is not secured against any asset of the business. It like whatever money we get from the sale of the assets, we will use to pay the outside liability. Now we have 3 categories. We have 3 types of outside liability: 10% loan, bills payable, creditors. Can you tell me whom to pay first? Whom to pay first, 10% loan or bills payable or creditors? Whom will we pay first? All the 3 are outside liabilities. Yes, correct. We will have to pay all of them together using their ratio, using the amount, expense ka amount ratio. We will distribute all the 3 at once. We cannot do injustice by paying one before and another one later. We have to treat all the 3 at par, at equal, and we have to make the payment using the ratio of the expenses. Then in the asset side, we have land, machinery, data, stock, and we have cash balance. So for us, from all the 5 assets, cash balance is important as it will be used to pay the liabilities. Rupees 1600 has to be provided for realization expenses. Means initially we will have to keep aside 1600 for provision for realization expense. मीन्स जितना भी हमारे पास पैसे हैं, हमें स्टार्टिंग में सब, whenever they give provision for realization expense in the beginning itself, we will have to keep aside the amount mentioned for further expenses, realization expenses. Thereafter, all cash received should be distributed among the partners. The amount will realize as follows: first realization 1,20,600, second realization 1 lakh, third realization 1,58,000, fourth realization, which is the last and final realization, 55,500. Then they say that the actual realization expenses were rupees 1000. The actual realization expenses were rupees 1000, but we had kept aside 1600. हम स्टार्टिंग में 1600 बाजू में रखने वाले हैं फॉर रियलाइजेशन एक्सपेंस, बट एक्चुअल रियलाइजेशन एक्सपेंसेस अमाउंटेड टू ओनली 1000 रुपीज। तो स्टार्टिंग में 1600 हमने साइड में रखा, फिर लास्ट में हम क्या करेंगे, 1000 रुपीज जो है वही एक्चुअल एक्सपेंसेस है, तो रिमेनिंग 600 जो बच गया तो हम लास्ट रियलाइजेशन के टाइम पे क्या करेंगे, उसको हम लोग दैट वी विल यूटिलाइज टू पे अवर लाइबिलिटीज, दैट वी विल यूज टू दैट 600 विच इज सेव्ड। एंडिंग में पता चला that actual realization expense only amounted to 1000, but we have kept aside 1600 rupees. So 600 जो बच गया that we will use to pay the other liabilities. We will use to pay the other liabilities. Used to pay the other liabilities. So let us, what we have to do, we'll have to prepare statement showing piecemeal distribution of cash as per excess capital statement. Now our excess capital statement we have already prepared in the previous lecture. So this the link of the lecture I will share in the while sending the record this lecture recording. I will also attach the link of the previous lecture when we have completed this excess capital statement. So we've already done this excess capital statement. Capital balance 2 lakh, 1 lakh, 20,000, 40,000. Reserves, losses, all are nil. Nothing is mentioned in the question. We have kept the so the net or the adjusted capital balance remains the same. Profit sharing ratio is 4:2:1. We first found the unit capital or the base capital. Then we saw which one is the minimum balance that we kept as base, found out the proportionate capital. We got the interim excess. Then we also got the final excess. This sum we have already done. Order of payment goes like this. First we have to pay to Sunil. सुनील के कॉलम में अमाउंट है लास्ट लाइन में, सो वी विल पे सुनील, then we will go one line above 40,000 Anil and 20,000 to Sunil, so total 60,000. So total 60,000, which is 40,000 plus 20,000 in their profit sharing ratio, which is 4:2. And then after paying Sunil 20,000 and after completely paying Anil and Sunil 60,000, if we have cash, if we have realization of cash, then what we will do, we will pay, if after that also cash we get the realizations, we are having money, we will pay all, that is Anil, Sunil and Ravi in their profit sharing ratio. The detailed explanation of this excess capital statement is done in the previous lecture. The link of the same will be shared with this recording, so that if you want, you can again watch that full explanation of excess capital statement of this particular sum. Now let us go to the final what is asked in this question, that is piecemeal distribution. This is the piecemeal statement showing distribution of cash. So we will have to show that whatever realizations we have got, how did we use it to pay the liabilities. So now what we will do, date I think is not given. Date is not given here. So date is not mentioned, first realization, second, date is not given. So what we will do, we will start with the balances first. What is the date? 2000, 31st March to 2000. If you want to write, you can leave it blank also. April 1st, the next day. So balances bought forward. What is the cash available? We have 1000 rupees. Total claims we will add at the end. Total claims means the total of liabilities which is outstanding, which has to be paid. How much is 10% loan? It is 80,000. Bills payable is 60,000. Creditor is also 60,000. So I will write 80,000, 60,000 and 60,000. What is the amount of capital? For the capital, we will see the adjusted or the net capital balance. It is 2 lakh, 1,20,000 and 40,000, because if reserve is given, we have to consider the reserve also. If reserves are given, we will have to consider it. Reserve also has to be divided among the partners according to the profit sharing ratio. If losses are there, that also has to be distributed among the partners as per the profit sharing ratio. So 2 lakh, what is the net capital balance? 2 lakh, 1,20,000 and 40,000. So I will write here 2 lakh, 1,20,000 and 40,000. So now how will you get the total claims? Add all the liabilities. Add all the liabilities. 80,000 plus 60,000 plus 60,000 plus 2 lakh plus 1,20,000 plus 40,000. How much are you getting? Are you getting 5,60,000? Are you getting 5,60,000 everyone? Are you getting total claims to be 5,60,000? So now our first step is go to the question. What they have said, स्टार्टिंग में हमें 1600 साइड में रखना है, मतलब बिफोर पेमेंट ऑफ लाइबिलिटीज वी विल हैव टू keep aside 1600 for expenses, for realization expenses. So किसको भी पैसे, कोई भी लाइबिलिटीज को पे करने से पहले हमें बाजू में रखना है 1600 रुपीज. बट नाउ लेट अस सी हियर 1600. हम लोग लेट अस सी हियर 1600 रखने के लिए हमारे पास कैश अवेलेबल तो सिर्फ 1000 है, बट 1000 ही अवेलेबल है, तो 1600 कैसे रखेंगे साइड में? अगर यहाँ पे 2000 होता तो सबसे पहले हम 1600 साइड में रखते, बट वी हैव ओनली 1000 अवेलेबल. सो व्हाट वी विल हैव टू डू, वी विल हैव टू वेट फॉर द फर्स्ट रियलाइजेशन. How much is the amount of first realization? Please check. What is the amount of first realization? It is 1,20,600. It is how much? It is 1,20,600. Ab we have total cash available is now how much? Cash available is how much? Cash available is 1,21,600. करेक्ट. हमारे पास स्टार्टिंग में 1000 था in the balance sheet, and after selling few assets we received 1,20,600. तो हमारे पास टोटल है 1,21,600. बट कोई भी लाइबिलिटीज को पे करने से पहले इट इज बीन टोल्ड इन द क्वेश्चन दैट वी विल हैव टू मेक अ प्रोविजन ऑफ 600 फॉर रियलाइजेशन एक्सपेंस. अगर ये एक सेंटेंस नहीं होता, that they have asked us to provide 1600 for realization expense, अगर ये एक सेंटेंस नहीं होता तो हम पहले ये 1000 को डिवाइड करते लाइबिलिटीज पे करने के लिए. बट बिकॉज हमें सबसे पहले साइड में रखना है लेस प्रोविजन फॉर रियलाइजेशन एक्सपेंसेस, हमें रियलाइजेशन एक्सपेंसेस के लिए पैसे साइड में रखना है. हाउ मच वी विल हैव टू कीप असाइड? 1600. ये 1600 हम बाजू में रखेंगे. मतलब ये हम जब हम असेट को सेल करते हैं तो हमें ट्रैवलिंग का खर्चा, लीगल एक्सपेंसेस, कुछ भी खर्चा हो सकता है रिलेटेड टू सेल ऑफ असेट, रियलाइजेशन ऑफ असेट. तो उसके लिए हमने ये 1600 बाजू में रखा. तो ये माइनस करने के बाद हाउ मच कैश इज लेफ्ट विथ अस, ये माइनस करने के बाद हमारे पास कितना कैश साइड में बचेगा? दिस इज व्हाट? प्रोविजन. दिस इज प्रोविजन फॉर रियलाइजेशन एक्सपेंस. ये साइड में रखने के बाद हमारे पास कैश अवेलेबल है, कैश अवेलेबल है 1,20,000. नाउ एनी कंफ्यूजन टिल हियर? we are having 1,20,000 with us. Now ये cash we will use to pay our liabilities. This cash we will use to pay our liabilities. Now tell me which liability to pay first. 10% लोन को पहले पे करें, बिल्स पेएबल को पहले पे करें, या वी फर्स्ट पे द क्रेडिटर्स? Because all the three liabilities belong to the same category, that is outside liabilities. So we will have to pay all the three together. all the three को साथ में पे करने के लिए मुझे 80,000 plus 60,000 plus 60,000, I require 2 lakh rupees. ये सबको एक साथ पे करने के लिए 80 plus 60 plus 60, 80,000 plus 60,000 plus 60,000, I require 2 lakh rupees. But the cash available with me is 1,20,000. So what I will do, मैं सबको एक ही बार में पूरा तो पे नहीं कर सकती हूँ. तो क्या अमाउंट है लोन का? लोन का अमाउंट है 1,20,000 ना. sorry, loan is 80,000, bills payable is 60,000, creditor is 60,000. So this is the amount. Now what is the ratio of the expenses? What is ratio of expenses? क्या रेशो मिलेगा हमें? 440 कैंसिल करके यहाँ पे 6 बचेगा, यहाँ पे भी 6. तो 6 is 8 is to 6 is to 6. If you want, you may reduce this further. 8 2 के टेबल में 4 में आता है, 6 2 के टेबल में 3 में आता है. So 4 is to 3 is to 3 also we can take. Or if you don't want to reduce, you can take it 8 is to 6 is to 6. So now what is the ratio? 4 is to 3 is to 3. Or if you want, you can also take 8 is to 6 is to 6. Now 1,20,000 को divide करना है. Divide 1,20,000. Divide 1,20,000. कैसे डिवाइड करेंगे? 1,20,000 into 4 divide by 4 plus 3 plus 3 is how much? 10. 4 plus 3 plus 3 is 10. So 4 upon 10, we will have to convert the ratio into fraction. So 1,20,000 into 3 upon 10 and 1,20,000 into 3 upon 10. Tell me what amount you are getting? 1,20,000 into 4 divided by 10. How much you are getting? You are getting 48,000. Same way, 1,20,000 into 3 divided by 10. How much you are getting? 36,000. Here also we are getting 36,000. So now what we will do, whatever cash is available, let's pay to what? Loan, bills payable. I'll write in the full form. Loan, yeah, I will write outside liabilities. एक एक लिखने से अच्छा I'll write the name of the category outside liabilities. We will pay full 1,20,000. So when we will pay 1,20,000, our claims will reduce, our liability will reduce. This is 48,000. We have already found out that from the ratio that how much we will pay to per category per item. It is coming to 48,000, 36,000 and 36,000. So now how much we will get? Now what is the cash available? How much is the cash available? Cash available is nil. Here 5,60,000 में से 1,20,000 minus करो. 5,60,000 minus 1,20,000. How much we will get? 4,40,000. Same way 80 में से 48,000 minus करो. You get 32,000. 60 में से 36,000 minus करो. How much is still outstanding? 24,000. We have not paid, we have not touched partners, so it will remain the same. We have not touched the partners, so it will remain the same. Now cash available has become nil. Now we will have to depend to the second realization. We will have to depend to the second realization. So go to the question. How much is the second realization? It is 1 lakh. Second realization is 1 lakh rupees. So we will write here. We are having second realization 1 lakh. So ये 1 lakh में हमें सबसे पहले आउटसाइड लाइबिलिटीज को पे करना है. आउटसाइड लाइबिलिटी कितना बचा हुआ है? आउटसाइड लाइबिलिटी 32,000 प्लस 24,000 प्लस 24,000 मतलब 80,000 बचा हुआ है. We have to pay the remaining portion of loan, which is 10% loan, which is 32,000. Bills payable, which is 24,000, and creditor left out is 24,000. So all together we will have to pay 80,000, and from the second realization we have received 1 lakh. Tell me, can we pay the liability fully? Can we pay 80,000 fully out of 1 lakh? क्या 1 लाख रुपीस होते हुए हम पूरा 80,000 1 लाख में से पूरा 80,000 एक ही बार में पे कर सकते हैं? बताओ, कैन वी पे फुल 80,000? क्या हम लोन, बिल्स पेबल और क्रेडिटर्स को पूरा का पूरा पे कर सकते? बिकॉज हाँ, कर सकते हैं. बिकॉज हमारे पास 1 लाख है एंड वी हैव टू पे ओनली 80,000. 32 प्लस 24 प्लस 24 इज कमिंग टू 80,000. तो लेस पेड टू आउटसाइड लाइबिलिटी. पेड टू आउटसाइड लाइबिलिटी हमें पे करना कितना है? हमें पे करना है 80,000. ये 80,000, हाउ डिड वी गेट दिस 80,000? आई एडेड लोन का कितना आउटस्टैंडिंग है? 32,000. बिल्स पेबल का 36 पे कर दिया और 24,000 बाकी है. मींस हम पार्टनर्स को पे करने से पहले वी विल हैव टू फुल्ली पे द आउटसाइड लाइबिलिटीज. आउटसाइड लाइबिलिटीज को पूरा पे करने के बाद ही हम कैपिटल पे कर सकते हैं. सो क्या हो जाएगा? हमारा लाइबिलिटीज, टोटल क्लेम्स ऑल्सो विल reduce. Our total claims also will reduce by 80,000. So how much हमें कितना पे करना है? ये पूरा 32,000, ये पूरा 24,000, ये पूरा 24,000. So now what is the cash available? Tell me. Cash available is how much? Cash available is 20,000. Cash available is 20,000. Now we have completely paid the outside liabilities. Now what is pending is to pay the capitals. Anil, Sunil and Ravi. अब सिर्फ उनका capital pay करना बाकी है. And to pay the capital, we will have to look into the order of payment of partners. Partners का order of payment को ध्यान में रखना पड़ेगा. पार्टनर्स का ऑर्डर ऑफ पेमेंट में हमें सबसे पहले सुनील को पे करना है 20,000. हमें सबसे पहले सुनील को पे करना है 20,000. सो क्या हमारे पास 20,000 पूरा पे करने जितना पैसा है? सबसे पहले यस, व्हेन वी सी हमारा कैश अवेलेबल भी 20,000 है. Our cash available also is 20,000. Let's pay to Sunil. Let's pay to Sunil. And Sunil को हमें कितना पैसा? देखो सबसे पहले जब हम पार्टनर्स को पे करते हैं, that time we will have to check the order of payment. So order of payment में it is told सबसे पहले pay Sunil 20,000 and we have 20,000 with us. So we will pay to Sunil 20,000. सुनील को 20,000 देंगे तो हमारा क्लेम्स भी कम होगा. लेट अस सी सुनील किधर है. सुनील इज इन द मिडल. तो सुनील को 20,000 दे दिया. अब हमारा कैश अवेलेबल कितना है? नाउ हाउ मच इज अवर कैश अवेलेबल? कैश अवेलेबल इज नील. कैश अवेलेबल इज नील. सो 4,40,000 में से 80,000 और 20,000 पे कर दिया तो नाउ इट इज रिमेनिंग 3,40,000. फिर ये पूरा नील हो गया. 32,000 बाकी. दिस इज ऑल्सो नील. दिस इज ऑल्सो नील. We have not paid Sunil, sorry, Anil. We have not touched Anil. Here it will become 1 lakh. Here it will become 40,000. So now our cash available is nil. So we will have to depend to the third realization. We will have to depend to the third realization. How much is the third realization? Go and check in the question. Third realization is 1,58,000. Third realization is 1,58,000. We are having 1,58,000 with us. So 1,58,000 again go to the order of payment. We will have to pay 60,000 to Anil and Sunil. We will have to pay 60,000 to Anil and Sunil in their PSR 4:2. तो 40 and 20 4:2 में अगर 60,000 को डिवाइड करते हो तो हमें क्या करना है? अनिल को 40,000 और सुनील को 20,000 देना. अनिल को 40,000, सुनील को 20,000. टोटल वी विल हैव टू गिव 60,000. लेट अस सी उतना कैश अवेलेबल है क्या? Can we from 1,50,000 can we pay 60,000 from 1,58,000? Is it possible to pay 60,000 at once? Tell me, is it from 1,58,000 can we pay 60,000 at once? Yes, the answer is yes. So let's pay Anil and Sunil. So we will have to pay 60,000. We will have to pay 60,000. So our claims also will get reduced by 60,000. अब 60,000 किसको कितना देना है? 40,000 अनिल का है. 60,000 में 40 अनिल का है, 20 सुनील का है. सो सेम वे 40 and 20 करके लिखना पड़ेगा. सो यहाँ पे we will write कितना देना है? 40,000 अनिल को and 20,000 सुनील को पे करना है. So now what is the cash available? What is the cash available? 1,58,000 में से 60,000 पे कर दिया. So how much is the cash available? Now the cash available is 98,000. Now just check. ऑर्डर ऑफ पेमेंट में सुनील को 20,000 दे दिया, अनिल एंड सुनील को मिलके 60,000 भी दे दिया। इसके बाद भी अगर पैसा बचता है तो वी विल हैव टू डू पे टू ऑल in the ratio 4:2:1. So still the cash is available. So what we will do? We will do less pay to all. We will do less pay to all. That is Anil, Sunil, pay to all in ratio. What is the ratio? 4 is, what is the ratio? 4:2:1. The ratio is, in the ratio 4:2:1. So how much will come? me पूरा 98,000 पे कर देंगे and our claims also 98,000 कम हो जाएगा. Now what we will do? We will go to the working note and we will divide 98,000 in, what is the ratio? 4:2:1. So 98,000 into 4 divided by 4 plus 2 plus 1 is 7. 98,000 into 2 divided by 7. 98,000 into 1 divided by 7. So how much answer we are getting? 98,000 into 4 divided by 7. We are getting 56,000. 98,000 into 2 divided by 7. We are getting 28,000. 98,000 into 1 divided by 7. We are getting 14,000. So we got the answers. We will write here 56,000, 28,000 and 14,000. So now how much is the cash available? Cash available becomes nil, 0. So how much is the claim still available to pay? 3,40,000 minus 60,000 minus 98,000. We still have to pay 1,82,000. And here 2 लाख में से कितना पे कर दिया? 40,000 पे कर दिया एंड 56,000 पे कर दिया. तो अभी बचा है 1,04,000 and 1 lakh में से we have paid 20 plus 28, 48,000. So कितना माइनस करो 1 लाख में से 20,000 and 28,000. Then finally 40,000 में से हमने पे कर दिया 14,000. So how much is still remaining? 26,000. Now we have the final realization, which is the fourth realization. तो यहाँ पे थोड़ा एक और चीज करना पड़ेगा. That is, let us check how much it is. 55,400. Fourth and the final realization is 55,000. It is 55,000. How much it is? 55,400. एंड हमने जो 1,600 ऊपर साइड में रखा था फॉर रियलाइजेशन एक्सपेंस, उसका एक्चुअल एक्सपेंसेस ओनली 1,000. मतलब वी हैव केप्ट असाइड 1,600 बट ओनली 1,000 वाज यूज्ड. हमने खर्चे के लिए 1,600 साइड में रखा था बट हमारा एक्चुअल खर्चा सिर्फ 1,000 रुपीज हुआ. सो हाउ मच अमाउंट इज लेफ्ट विच वी विल यूज टू पे द लाइबिलिटी? 1,600 स्टार्टिंग में हमने साइड में रखा बट हमारा एक्चुअल खर्चा सिर्फ 1,000 हुआ. सो यहाँ पे देखो हमने इनिशियली 1,600 साइड में रखा था बट वो 1,600 में सिर्फ कितना खर्च हुआ? सिर्फ 1,000 खर्च हुआ. तो 54,000, sorry, how much it is? 55,400. How much it is? Final realization कितना है? 55,400 प्लस रियलाइजेशन का कितना बचा है? रियलाइजेशन का 600 बच गया है. So how much will be our, how much money we will get in our final realization? We will get 56,000. फाइनल रियलाइजेशन में हमारे पास कितना है? फाइनल रियलाइजेशन में हमारे पास 56,000 है. ये भी अभी जितना भी पैसा मिलेगा हम पेड टू ऑल करेंगे. पेड टू ऑल इन रेशो 4:2:1. अब जितना भी पैसा मिलेगा, अभी देखो क्या करना है, पे टू ऑल ही करना है, बिकॉज एक्सेस हमने पे कर दिया है. सो पे टू ऑल करेंगे तो व्हाट वी विल डू हियर, 56,000. Here our claims also will reduce by 56,000. Now we will have to go here, divide 56,000 in 4:2:1. So 56,000 into, how much it is? 4 divided by 7. 56,000 into 2 divided by 7. 56,000 into 1 divided by 7. How much we are getting? We are getting, everyone are getting 32,000. 56,000 into 4 divided by 7. It is 32,000. Here 56,000 into 2 divided by 7. 16,000. And finally how much we are getting? 8,000. So let us write here. Let us write here. कितना है? 32,000, 16,000 and 8,000. So now इसके बाद is there any realization? इसके बाद is there any realization? No, that was the last realization. And we can still see that अभी भी हमारा पूरा liability पे नहीं हुआ है. कितना liability अभी भी बाकी है? 1,82,000 minus 56,000. अभी भी 1,26,000 पेंडिंग है, पे नहीं हुआ. अब लेकिन सारे असेट्स को बेच दिया है हमने, बट स्टिल वी आर नॉट एबल टू रीपे fully our liabilities. We are not able to repay all our liabilities. So the amount which is left out is realization loss. So ये 1,82,000 में हमने लास्ट रियलाइजेशन में सारे एसेट सेल कर दिए, उसके बाद हमें सिर्फ 56,000 मिला. तो इसके बाद भी हम हमारा पूरा लाइबिलिटीज नहीं पे कर पा रहे. तो जो अनपेड पोर्शन है, दैट इज व्हाट, दैट इज अवर रियलाइजेशन लॉस. सो जरा करो, रियलाइजेशन लॉस पर पार्टनर कितना है? 1,04,000 में से 32,000 माइनस करने के बाद we get 72,000. Here 52,000 minus 16,000 we get 36,000 and 20 last में 26,000 minus 8,000 we are getting 18,000. So इंडिविजुअल पार्टनर का लॉस कितना हुआ? रियलाइजेशन लॉस is total 1,26,000 and individual partner Anil 72,000, Sunil 36,000 and Ravi is 18,000. Individual losses उतना हुआ है. So now with this what we can say, that you understood what is realization loss. When we are not able to fully pay the liabilities, because हमें लास्ट रियलाइजेशन मतलब क्या, जितना भी असेट्स था सबको बेच के फाइनल इतना मिला, उसके बाद भी अभी आगे कोई पैसा नहीं मिलने वाला, मतलब ये जो फाइनली जो अनपेड पोर्शन है, दैट इज द रियलाइजेशन लॉस. इन द प्रीवियस सम वी हैव सीन रियलाइजेशन प्रॉफिट wherein we were able to pay all our liabilities, still we were having some extra money. That extra money was the realization profit which was divided among the partners. This realization loss also will be divided among the partners, 72,000, 36,000 and 18,000. With this sum is done. Thank you very much everyone.